a dairy-free feta today, and I wanted to use ingredients which are very common here in the Mediterranean. Those being almonds. Now I'm using an almond paste, and I've actually made it myself. Earlier in my Thermomix, I just blended some almonds which don't have the skin. Now, if you do find when you're blending your almonds that they get a little bit, that it's just not turning into a paste, you can add a little bit of light vegetable oil or any type of light vegetable oil that you would like, and then you get this kind of paste-like consistency. So I'm going to start off with that. And we're going to add that to our blender. You could also use a food processor as well for this. And to our almonds, of course, we're going to add some lemon juice for acid, and also another common ingredient found here in the Mediterranean. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a cheese without a cheesy flavor. We're using nutritional yeast today, which has savory and cheesy buttery notes, along with some mushroom bouillon powder. So you can just find this in the grocery store. And we have some salt as well, some water, and I'm using some garlic as well, but I always like to use a microplane, or you can mince this with a knife. I just like to get it nice and fine so we don't find big chunks in there. So now all that is in our blender jug. We're going to blend this until it's nice and smooth. And I have my olive oil. I've just set that aside because we're going to stream that in slowly as it's blending. Now you end up with this beautiful thick paste. And now I want you to give it a try. We want to taste it just to make sure that it has enough seasoning. I'm happy with that. If you feel it needs a little bit more salt, you can add salt. Don't worry at this stage if it tastes very lemony or garlicky, because as we bake this, those flavors are going to mellow a little bit. So it's important at this stage to get a nice bold flavor. Now I've just got myself a baking tray here, and I've just taken a couple of forms. It really doesn't matter too much on the size. I've got something that's equivalent to sort of like a block of feta cheese, and this will be enough for 2. And just some baking paper on my tray, and I'm just going to put a little bit of oil inside our form just so it doesn't stick, and just divide your batter into your 2 forms. Now we're just going to transfer this to our oven, preheated at 120 degrees Celsius for about 40 minutes. So I took my baked feta out of the oven about 30 minutes ago, and it's been cooling down. Now you can cool it down outside, or once it's come to room temperature, I would recommend that you take these out of their molds, wrap